Welcome to another edition of Sean. Nope, not Sean. Not good mic work. Not the Lexman. It's the online talk. So right now we're going to talk about Raw from March 10th, 2014. We got Daniel Bryan finally getting his shot at Triple H. Finally getting his stipulation. If he wins, he's in the main event with Batista and Randy Orton. And I just want to point my views on that. And it shouldn't be like that. Reason being is because they're going to do what the fans said. The fans are booking matches now. That just gave the green light for them to do that in the future. And, that could be the downfall of professional wrestling. And that's not something we want to do here. It should have just been Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, and then we'll keep it moving. And then I really want to see how that Batista versus Randy Orton match was going to play out. I want to see 70, 80,000 fans, rowdy, and I want to see what's going to happen. Whoever made this Batista win at Royal Rumble is a genius. He has everybody in the uproar. He or she has everybody in the uproar. We don't know what was going to happen. We were going into Monday Night Raw, and it's unpredictable. And now, everything just feels predictable. We know what's going to happen. Daniel Bryan's going to go into WrestleMania, defeat Triple H, and then he's going to get inserted into the main event with Randy Orton and Batista. And what's the purpose of doing that if he's not gonna win the title at WrestleMania? So right now it's looking like he's going to win the title, because other than that there would be no purpose. Maybe he can lose, and that would be fun to see Batista take it. Randy Orton's not gonna win because he already has it. The title's gonna obviously change hands. I would like to see Daniel Bryan lose. I don't want to see Daniel Bryan win the title yet. It's not time yet. I like the chase, Once he wins, then what? Then what do we do? It's not going to be interesting anymore. Or, if Daniel Bryan wins the title at WrestleMania, he needs to lose the title the following day, the following night at Monday Night Raw. That would be very interesting. Because it's just predictable now. It's not a good thing. As far as Occupy Raw, I think that was a pretty interesting segment, but it kind of didn't make sense. 2 security guards, no officers. How do all the fans get in there, or the fans that they set up to get in there? I'm not gonna knock it, but it just didn't kind of make any sense. I'm surprised nobody hopped the barricade and ran into the ring. And that would have been interesting to see what happened. And you know what happens when somebody hops the ring? The wrestlers or the people in the ring, it's fair game. They can hit somebody, they can take them out. So if some of the fans would have hopped the barricade, would Daniel Bryan have assaulted a fan? Would he have beat up a fan for hopping the barricade? That would have been interesting. But, everybody's behind Daniel Bryan. I just don't seem to get it. The chants are a little, they're a little childish. It's time to stop with the yes chants. It was fun at first, but once Daniel Bryan started pandering to the crowd and, crying like a baby, hey, I want to be the main event, ooh, that made me not even like it anymore, So I'm not with the CM Punk. I'm not with the Daniel Bryan. I'm rooting for guys like Batista, Randy Orton, guys who are not sitting there crying, and complaining. They just go in there and do their job. CM Punk, how you gonna leave the company and now all the other wrestlers or superstars, whatever you want to call it, they're getting disrespected. How are you gonna disrespect the Shield versus Wyatt match by chanting CM Punk? This guy walked out on us. Why are you chanting for him? He walked out. He quit on you. Now, if you look at some footage from 2011, a pipe bomb, what does he say on sitting down on the stage? He says, "I'm leaving because of all the fans." Rewatch it. He said he's leaving because of all the fans. So that's when Paul Heyman comes down a week ago on Raw, and he says the same exact thing. Watch your footage. Don't forget what happened. Then a few years back, when they had the strike, the whole Raw cast, wrestlers and cameramen went on strike. They were all sitting in the parking lot. Watch the footage. Everybody's chanting Triple H, Triple H. So Stephanie McMahon comes out on last week on Raw. I believe it was March 3rd on Raw, and she says the exact same thing. She says, Daniel Bryan, these fans will turn on you in an instant, overnight. And she's right, because they turned on Triple H. So it doesn't kind of make any sense, and that's why the WWE doesn't do what you want. Because you guys don't know what you want. You guys are you read something online and you just go with it, But, we'll get more into this later. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, like, Sean's Views Entertainment, Good Mic Work, Delexman, OTR, all the good shoots, Stone Cold, Steve Austin Podcast, Jericho Podcast, Jim Ross. This is not meant to be negative. And shout out to Wrestling Rant. I like your little channel. You're doing your thing, but stop with the hijack Raw stuff. That's just gonna destroy professional wrestling, whether you like it or not. You're going to destroy it. But subscribe to the channel. There'll be more updates in the future. This is The Online Talk. Follow us on Twitter at The Online Talk. And we'll go from there. Subscribe.